Hey guys, it's Ben. Wanted to share with you guys a story today, talk a little bit about energy. I was going out for a run today, doing my Sunday long run, and got about halfway and it was up this hill, and I was coming back down the hill, and it was like 105-degree heat, like 40 Celsius, and I was just shot. And so I figured, okay, I'll walk for a little bit, and then like once I get to the hill, I'll run down it, and then go the rest of the way home. Well, funny thing happened. On my way down the hill, I saw this dude like pedaling up the hill on this bike, and he was like had a trailer on it, and he was carrying a bunch of stuff. I don't know. He was this Mexican dude. He didn't speak English very well, but I could tell that he was struggling because he was like going so slow. He had like one hand on his knee, like forcing his leg to move the bike, and I didn't know if he was like injured or disabled or just having a really hard time. But I was like, oh, I can totally help this dude. So he said something to me in Spanish, something mijo, but I was like, hey, I'll give you a push, because I don't really speak Spanish, and he didn't seem to speak English too well, but I could just tell by what was going on that he needed a boost. So I kind of got behind him and just started pushing, and he was like, gracias, thank you. And so I just pushed him the rest of the way up the hill, and I was just having a blast doing it because really it didn't take much effort. Once I got behind him and gave him some push, he was able to just kind of pedal, and it really was easy and kind of fun for me to give this guy a boost. And so at the end, we got up to the top of the hill, and he's like, gracias, thank you, amigo. And I just gave him a thumbs up, waved to him, and said goodbye. And felt really good about it. Like, it just gave me this energy boost. Like, hey, I just helped this guy. He was having a really hard time getting up this hill on his bike. And for me to just get behind him a little bit, and like, yeah, it was hot, and yeah, I was a little worn down from running, but I still had energy left, and it just gave me this huge boost of like emotional and mental energy. Where it was like, yeah, I just helped this guy. I feel great, and it was one of those things I realized that helping people gives me energy. It's just one of those things that makes me happy, and so I just got this boost of energy. I mean, it was mental and emotional, but it translated into the physical, and I just like bolted the rest of the way home when I thought maybe I'd bonked, but just felt great, and it just sort of reminded me about the things that give me energy, helping people and helping people who can't help themselves. And in some way, that translates to veganism too. We're kind of like a voice for the voiceless. The animals, they can't speak up and say, don't eat me, don't kill me, don't exploit me. But even though they wouldn't, that's what they're thinking. I mean, maybe not at a fundamental language level like you and I express, but, animals don't want to be exploited. They don't want to be killed. They don't want to be eaten. And, and so that sort of aspect of being vegan, being vegetarian resonates with me a lot. I really like being able to help those people who can't speak up for themselves and can't help themselves. And so this is one situation where all the guy needed was somebody to get behind him and push him up the hill, and really it was really easy. But for him, it meant the world, and it's just sort of the same way with the animals that someone needs to just speak up and be a voice for the voiceless. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. It gave me some thoughts about what are the things that give me energy and inspire me, and helping people is one of them, or helping animals. So I want to give you guys a quick update on a couple things. Number one, got some cool news. A while back, I purchased the NoMeatAthlete Half-Marathon roadmap because I'm going to be doing my first half marathon in November, and that's exactly 3 months from now. So I'm pretty excited about that. Longest run I've ever done was Tough Mudder, which was 10 miles. It was more like an obstacle race. I didn't really run the whole thing because I was with one of my buddies, and there's a lot of parts where you really can't run it, and there's like swimming and things you got to climb and obstacles and stuff. So this is like 13.1 miles, the whole deal. I got this roadmap guide, and I'll post a link to it. It's really cool for 17 bucks. I mean, you just get all this stuff. And if you haven't checked out the No Meat Athlete blog, it's run by Matt Frazier. He's a really cool guy. Met him at South by Southwest. Really nice guy. Has a great blog, lots of great information, and this guide is just spectacular. Like as far as like the level of detail it goes into, and everything you need to know, and all these questions you might have, and all kinds of vegan, vegetarian recipes. And it's just really inspiring. Like it made me want to just sign up for my half marathon and get training. Went out my basically first run today. I did a run back on Thursday, I think, but I sort of got the hang of it. So now I'm going to be doing all these new things like tempo runs and hills and things I've never done. But it'll be fun because when I've run, I've just sort of run. Like I say, okay, I got to go do 3.5 miles today. So it should be fun to test it all out and tweak it. And I'm looking forward to making progress and hopefully crushing my half marathon in November. I've set a goal of doing it under 2 hours, which I think is attainable. In fact, I think I can do better, but I think that's just a good solid. I want to do it under 2 hours, which is like a little over 9-minute miles. So I'm shooting for that, and I'm pretty excited about it. I got a few other races coming up this fall. I got Tough Mudder again with a bunch of my friends. Some of them from Footbag, some of them from D&D. So it's kind of a cool thing going on there. I got Silicon Labs marathon relay. Got a team from work. I'm doing the big leg. I'm doing the 12K. So I'm stoked about that. And then the Turkey Trot in November, and I think my wife's going to do it with me. It's a 5-mile run. Should be pretty fun. And then announcement number 2 is that I am going to do the 80-10-10 diet 100% again. I'm committing to 60-ish days. I think 60 to 65, we'll say. My 30th birthday is October 25th. So I'm pretty much committed from now till then. Today's Sunday, August 21st. And so I felt great on the 30 days. Now I want to do 60 days. It's sort of like now that I have 30 days under my belt, I know I can do 60. So I'm pretty excited about it. Today I ate 25 bananas, a handful of blackberries, half a head of lettuce, 4 mangoes, some strawberries, and probably gonna have some spinach and maybe green juice tonight. So maybe like 3,800 calories. So I'm eager to show you guys me running all these races and competing in a footbag tournament raw again. Just want to show everybody that fruits and vegetables are not something you can just survive on, but you can thrive on. So I'm looking forward to succeeding on all of this, and I'm really excited about all my races and my second trial of this diet. Have a good one, y'all.